Hi everybody. So you may notice that I'm wearing a boot on my foot. It's because I had an ankle surgery recently. And you guys know the $6 million man? I'm the $6,349 man and 74 cents. Okay? I don't even know what they did to me. I was trying to read the paperwork, and for all I know, they could have put me together with exhaust tape, and my doctor could have lost his ham sandwich in there. Yeah, it brings a whole new meaning to pulling a hammy. But yeah, so a lot of new weed names out there now. There's there's Shagatrocious and Pennsylvania Pussy Pop. And the other day, this is no joke, I smoked a weed called blueberry ice cream. Anybody heard of it? No? You smoke it and then you become lactose intolerant. But yeah. So there's two words that I tend to live by, and those words are kissassery and fuckery. Just a brief definition. Fuckery is when you convince yourself of your own shit. Okay? Such as the one time that I convinced myself that I wasn't addicted to cocaine, I just liked the way it smelled. And then kissassery is your one's ability to basically get people to believe their own shit. Such as whenever you talk to a cop. And dealing with cops, I've done that a lot. A lot of people who've been here know I've been to prison because, I'm a terrible person stealing collectible dolls and teddy bears. Spent 3 years in jail for that. Saw a lot of different things. But when you first get into jail, right, most of you people hopefully will never know, except Jason, who thinks I make good decisions. But once you get into jail, your reception jail, what ends up happening is you become a number and you get into this assembly line of people. Okay? So while you're there, they strip you down, they shave your head, they shave your beard. You're standing in your boxers next to probably 300 other men. And the COs, I think, are a little bit funny. The reason I say this is because you're already embarrassed. I mean, you committed a crime, you stole some dolls, you didn't know what was going on, and then you end up in this assembly line of people. And, when you're more than 3 inches apart, the cops go, just get a little closer. just a little bit more, just nuts to bust, guys. Just do it. And you think to yourself, man, these guys are weird. And then you get to prison, right? I was chilling out with my homies, and what ended up happening was we were on the yard one day and we got pulled up by the cops. And when I say they pulled up on me, there were 2 of them and they were on their feet. So they put all of my friends on the wall, including me. We're on the handball court, just hanging out, just not playing handball. And so we're up against this wall, and one of the cops comes up to me and he goes, "You. Yeah, you. You with the green." We're all wearing green. He goes, "You playing fuck?" Sir, I don't even know the rules. Can you explain them to me? So jail was fun. Going back to weed, actually, I like to get high and make up words. Anybody else do that? Show of hands, come on. Yeah. All right. So I made up this word, shwaley. Everybody say it with me. Shwaley. Okay. Basically, shwaley describes everything. It's a noun, a pronoun, an adverb, an adjective, which describes a noun for anybody that didn't know. But what I want to do is I want to market that word to the surfer dudes in California, right? Because I think it would just sound hilarious. Yeah, bro. I was like chilling out with my bros, and we were catching barrels, bro. We got pitted, and then we got so shwaley, bro. So shwaley, right? And then, as a greeting, morning. It's a very shwaley day, isn't it? And then we hang up the phone, show you later. But I digress. You know those people that say they like their women, like they like their coffee light and sweet? Anybody? It's not a rhetorical question. Or the new ruin is. Anyway. Yeah, so I like my coffee like I like my women. Hot and bitter. So let me tell you a story about how I met my fiance. Okay? So I was living in Orange County, where I'm from, with her cousin, and I had no idea that she was coming until like 2 hours earlier. And apparently her cousin knew for 2 weeks. I had no idea. So she goes, "Well, we're gonna send you down to show her where to park." And I'm looking at her cousin. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go down there and see this grotesque person, and just like pretend to be nice because I'm just a nice person. I don't care if you're ugly or not. I'm just not gonna tell you. So I go down there, and all of a sudden I see this hot chick with 2 kids sleeping in the back seat, right? And she goes, "Are you the friend that's supposed to show me where to park?" And I said, "Well, yes, I am." "Oh, yes, I am." And apparently it didn't come out that way. But anyway, I showed her where to park, and to make a long story short, about 1.5 years later, she showed me where to park. That was a sex joke. So, I'm trying something new tonight. I'm not just telling stories, I'm trying to tell jokes, but I don't think they're funny. So where was I? Okay. So I'm raising her 2 kids now. I know I'm a stepdad, and I love that. And a lot of my material does come from my stepdaughter. The other day, she told me that she's learning a lot in school about ecosystems. Okay. She told me about this cat named Sparkle Farts, who eats ice cream and shits out sprinkles. Okay? I said, okay, that's great. And then she goes, well, she has a dog friend, and he eats her poop, and then he shits out ice cream. It's an ecosystem joke. Do you get it? Because it goes in a circle? One more. Okay, so the other day, you guys don't hear about Elijah very much. Elijah is my stepson. He's 11, and he's way too smart for his own good. He will literally talk you into believing his bullshit. Like this one time, he convinced me that my math skills were atrocious, and his way of doing math was the right way to do math. Okay, and found out later he was completely wrong, but he had me convinced. So I always say this: he's going to be a lawyer, and he's going to convince a cold-hearted murderer, right? That the guy he didn't stab the guy to death. The guy just ran into his knife 67 times. That's about it for this week. See you guys later.